Hello, gorgeous soul. Welcome to the most powerful and transformative month of the year in one way. This is it, baby, that what's happening this month is going to not only tell us what's happening next year, but potentially a theme that's going to rattle through the rest of our life. It is extraordinary as we have Saturn and Jupiter conjunct, joining forces on the solstice in Aquarius. We are now in the now age of Aquarius, and the next phase for us is all about going forward with a sense of unity, with a sense of freedom. Technology is going to be a big feature, massive shifts forward in technology. There's also a huge eclipse in Sagittarius. So our definition, our understanding of freedom is changing. Expect huge enlightenment. Here's your monthly astrology. Hello, gorgeous Scorpio. Well, we've reached December. Can you believe it? The end of 2020. That's a relief. And we have a massive shift in energy and a massive change. It's not just going to affect December, but also it's the flavor and it's the learning we need to do in 2021 and beyond. Because in fact, Pluto, your ruler, goes into the vibe, which is all to do with your home and family in 2023. So think about this massive news that you're experiencing. Well, the end from the night. Well, 17th Saturn goes there, 19th Jupiter goes there, and the grand conjunction, the massive shift, not only in our own lives, but for the whole of humanity, happens on the 21st. Major big news. And let me tell you this, it's all to do with your home and family. So there are big shifts coming. You might make a big move in the next few years. You might have a family in the next few years. You might join forces with people in a family unit in ways you never thought possible. You may decide to cut some of your family out to give yourself freedom. You know, whatever way it's going to manifest. And trust me, it's not just one way. It's like the profound learning you're doing. You will be doing a PhD in family and home and environment and where you're living. And along with those themes is, of course, the theme of nurturing. Nurturing yourself, nurturing others. What is the balance that you have in those areas? You know, are you the nurturer or the nurtured? How can you find balance there? Now, the other theme of this particular month, not the whole year, but just this month, is all about security, feeling grounded, abundance, feeling safe in the world, which is a theme for Scorpio anyway. Sometimes you don't feel safe in the world, or in fact, sometimes you are safe, but you know, you're thinking, I'm safe, so therefore something terrible may happen. And it's about chilling out, grounding, laying firm foundations and knowing that you are safe, whatever that safe means to you. So, but also you want to make some commitments this month. Hopefully you're committing to yourself, but you may be committing to projects, to people, but you want to know where you're going. You want to dig some foundations, and Mercury on the 1st is helping you to talk about that. And Mercury trying Chiron. Chiron is the wounded healer, and Chiron's saying, you know what? Yeah, you got some wounds which maybe made you a bit self-critical. Maybe you've got some routines that are unhealthy, some patterns of behavior, like, you know, it could be anything. Do you drink? Excuse me. Do you drink? Good job we're not in the same room. Do you drink when you're depressed? Do you eat if you're fearful? Are there any patterns that you have that you need to shift that go back to past wounds, wounds from back in the day, wounds that you came into this world with, or wounds from your childhood? Well, let me help you with that, Chiron is saying. Let's work together to ground ourselves, to understand that negative patterns of behavior don't heal and are a false sense of security. So you'll be working through that process. Now, the new moon is also in that area, which is interesting, and the total solar eclipse. As I like to explain, you imagine back in the day the impact of a solar eclipse. There you are, there's no electricity, it's thousands and thousands of years ago. You're wandering around your village, it's daylight. All of a sudden, the sky goes dark. the sun goes dark, you can't see it. Imagine the impact and the fear that that could invoke. We go through a semi-process of that with an eclipse. Internally, it's like, oh, you know, it might feel like the dark night of the soul. If you're a typical Scorpio, you know what that feels like. But ultimately, it's the revelation of the light. Something is illuminated and revealed. And with the new moon, it's a new start for you. And that's, again, connected to home and family. Amazingly powerful. Funnily enough, I know a Scorpio who's moving countries in December. So there's lots of unusual changes. And it's, even if you move house and you move next door, or if there's something going on in your family, it doesn't affect just now. It's all about the rest of your soul journey. So it's profound stuff. Now, Venus is shifting signs and also going into your security zone. You might find yourself committing to a relationship or ditching a relationship that doesn't make you, or doesn't help you have a healthy, secure relationship with yourself. You want security, you want stability. I mean, Venus is in your sign at the beginning of the month until the 15th. So you have superpowers, you're very charming, you should feel the love of the universe, there's good vibes around you. And then when it goes into Sagittarius, it's about you finding that grounding and finding that stability. Yes, what can I say? It's a massive, massive month. We've got one other minor issue impacting, and for you it's about communication. As Mercury and the Sun enter Capricorn, you've been learning a lot about how you communicate, and the fact that your words are power, your words are spells, your words are very transformative. And what you think impacts your mood, impacts your hormones, impacts your biology, your physiology, and your psychology. And you're learning how to use words, hopefully. Or if you're not, I highly recommend, number one, buy a book called The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Very powerful book. But, you know, words are your spells of the future. And hopefully you're ditching negative self-talk and you're love bombing your beautiful mind. Now, the year ends with a full moon in Cancer, and it's about exploration, a peak. You might get a sudden, huge desire to explore or just really show yourself to the world in all your unique, multifaceted beauty. What an exciting month. What a groundbreaking month. Let us see. I hope you can hear me, because I've realised I've been muffling the volume with my scarf. Let's have a quick 3 cards for my Scorpios. Let's have a look. Right. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. You may be either, whatever you do, don't try and get one over on anyone this month. 5 of Swords. And equally, if you feel someone is trying to defeat you or destroy you or mess with you in any way, you've got to let that energy go. Because this month is about security and stability and having a life where you feel that you are part of the family, not part of a destructive family, but part of a family that, yeah, guess what? Look at that, amazing, the 10 of Cups. You know, and if there's someone in your family that constantly putting you down, hurting you, and they're toxic to you, you may have to let go. But you've got the 10 of Cups here, so you will at some point this month feel that joy of connection with the people in your life that love you. Look out for an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini as well. And if there's someone in your family that they can't express their emotions, it doesn't necessarily mean they don't love you. Maybe they have been damaged and they can't verbalize their love for you, and they kind of appear to be detached. Doesn't mean that they are detached. Although it could do, but I don't think so. It's just perhaps they've, you know, just had something hurt them in the past, and that's the way that they are. Now, also, there may be an opportunity to shift things in your career, but and in a way, it's like you'll be thinking about it yourself in a detached way to make sure you're making the right decision, not based on emotion. But work looks good. Take care, gorgeous. Don't forget, come to michelleknight.com for loads of free tarot, also free natal and compatibility report, and horoscope.co.uk for all the written astrology and your weekly written, your monthly written, your yearly written. See you there. Take care.
michelleknight.com. I was a client of Michele Knight, so I knew all of the psychics and they'd read for me.
It's such a innovative, and really useful organisation to have at your fingertips.
There are a lot of people who, they have an idea of what a psychic reading is, they have an idea of, you know, what a psychic should and shouldn't do, and a lot of it is from centuries gone by, you know, the carnival sideshow, and Michele really has brought psychics into the modern world.
Michele Knight is a wonderful organisation to work for. It's a unique family, and that is readers, the customer service operators.
I know if I wanted to choose a reading, I know I wouldn't go to another company.
The ethics, the standard, the professionalism that we keep really is second to none.
To be honest, I've never really looked at another reader service because I don't think I need to.
When I finally got a job, I pray that I will do well with all the tests that we go through. I was absolutely delighted.
Well, the process of being employed with Michele Knight wasn't an easy one, which always makes it more rewarding when you do actually pass the 4 test readings that you have to go through before you're accepted.
The interview process is actually reading for other people, reading for some of Michele's staff as well. It's actually, you know, what they're looking for, specifics, so surname, relatives, their names. They're looking for what happened 2 or 3 years ago in detail.
To be sitting at home and then the phone rings and this beautiful distinctive voice, it's Michele Knight here, I'm ringing you for my test reading, is on the other end of the line, is scary. She really wants to know that her clients are getting validations.
You get a sense that everybody running it is on the ball.
The flexibility we get as readers, well, it's just great.
I do love the freedom of when I can work and when I can have a break.
Michele Knight family are amazing, really flexible, very supportive. It's like working for no other.
It's authentic, that's a big thing, it's authentic. She genuinely cares about her readers and about the people that we read for, so it's inclusive.
I love working for MichelleKnight.com. They're great people, it's a great energy there.
She really cares about her readers getting the best, and she really cares about the clients coming and walking away, you know, and feeling like they got what they came for.
Working with Michele Knight, I know that I've got professional backup, and I know that the clients are looked after very well as well.
Michele's very involved with her readers personally. If you need information, you need anything from her, she will reply personally.
I just love being part of a unique team, one of the most unique companies that I've ever come across.